Hello students, so in this session we are going to study about trophic level. So what is trophic level? The various steps in the food chain which the transfer of food take place is called trophic level. So last session we were studied about the producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer and tertiary consumer. So these are the following steps where to be followed, right? So these are included. So these are followed by the step. So where the amount of energy is transferred is called trophic levels. Trophic level. The various steps in the food chain at which the transfer of food or energy takes place is called trophic level. So there is a gradual decrease in the amount of energy transfer from one trophic level to the next trophic level in a food chain. So here you can study about the trophic level. There will be the various steps involved, right? So it starts from the producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer and tertiary consumer. By following all these steps, okay, it followed by one step, second step, third step and fourth step. So where the energy gets transferred, like from the 1000 kilojoule, 100 kilojoule, 10 kilojoule and 1 kilojoule. So these are called trophic level. The step to the step concept where the transferring of the energy is also shown in the level of trophic level. So only 10% of energy is transferred to next trophic level while 90% of energy is used by present trophic level in its life process. The various trophic levels are given below. The plant or the producer constitute the first trophic level. So what is producer? Where it produces the food. It shows the autotrophic mode of nutrition, whereas auto is self. So self preparation of food which with the help of sunlight. So that is the plant. So plant or the producer, it constitutes the first trophic level. Next is about the herbivore or the primary consumer. From it forms the second trophic level. From one trophic level to the next trophic level, that is called second trophic level. Second step. Carnivores or secondary consumer makes up the third trophic level. Whereas large carnivores or the tertiary consumer which feeds upon the small carnivores constitute the fourth trophic level. So here the trophic level starts with the first step, second step, third step and fourth step. Okay, so based on that, it producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer or tertiary consumer. Flow open energy. Energy is used and conveyed from one trophic level to another in a food chain is called flow of energy. Green plants capture about 1% of the solar energy incident on the earth through the biochemical process of photosynthesis. A part of this trapped energy is used by plants in performing the metabolic activities and some energy is released as heat into the atmosphere. The remaining energy is chemical energy which is stored in the plant, right? Yes. That is carbohydrates. When plants are eaten up by the herbivore, the chemical energy stored in the plant is transferred to these animals. So these animals utilize some of this energy for metabolic activities. Some energy is released as heat and the remaining energy is stored. The process of energy transfer is similarly repeated with the carnivores and so on. So this will be the indication of flow open energy. Next we are going to study the interesting one, that is a 10% law. What is this 10% law? Yes, so the law states that only 10% of the energy entering a particular trophic level of organism is available for transfer to the next higher trophic level. So I repeat this again, okay, so it's very important one to study. 10% law. It states that only 10% of the energy entering a particular trophic level of organism is available for transfer to the next higher trophic level. So we're going to discuss 10% law in the equation. So here, so you just consider this as one of the example. So solar energy, that is the sunlight, okay, there it produces 1000 kilojoule of energy. That is the 1%. It gives rise to 100 kilojoule to the plant. The plant is consumed by the herbivore, right? So that includes a 1 joule, that is a 10%. Again, it consumed by the lion, so 0.1. So there will be the interconnection of food in the food chain, and also the energy is also followed by the 1% to the 10%. For example, suppose 1000 joule of solar energy is received by green plant. Then only 1% of solar energy available on earth is utilized by plant. So only 10 joule, that is the 1% of 1000 joule, is trapped by plant, and the rest 990 joule of energy is lost to the environment. Okay, I repeat it again. See, there will be the transferring of 1000 joule energy which is trapped by the plant, but rest 990, that is 990 joule of energy which is lost in the environment. So plant utilize only 10 joule of energy. So here again the concept involved 10% law. Okay, next, only 10% of the 10 joule energy of the plant, that is the 1 joule, is available to the herbivore animal, where again here 9 joule is lost to the environment. Again just 10% of the 1 joule of energy of herbivores, which is utilized by carnivore animal. So this will be like the flow of energy is transferred to the particular chains, right? So thus carnivore animals have only 0.1 joule of energy, while 0.9 joule is lost to the environment. So this will be the basic concept of 10% law. Next we're going to study about the energy pyramid, that is the ecological pyramid. So again it starts with the producer 100%, primary consumer 10%, secondary consumer 1%, whereas when it reaches the third level, it consumers, that is the third level of consumer reaches a 0.1%, where we study the 10% law in detail. Ecological pyramid. The trophic level of different organism based on the ecological position as a producer to final consumer is represented by ecological pyramid. The food producer is present at the base of the pyramid and on the top. At the consumer, trophic levels are present in between. The pyramid includes a number of horizontal bars presenting specific trophic levels. The length of each bar stands for the total number of individual or biomass or energy at each trophic level in an ecosystem. So these number, biomass, energy are the type of ecological pyramid where we are going to discuss in upcoming slides. An ecological pyramid is a graphical representation outlined to show the biomass or bioproductivity at each trophic level in a given ecosystem. So you just have a concept like ecological pyramid is a graphical representation of the trophic levels. Okay, you just fix that in your mind. These are the trophic pyramid, where the energy pyramid or sometimes it's a food pyramid. Biomass is the quantity of living or organic matter present in an organism. Biomass pyramid represents the amount of biomass and how much of it present in the organism at each trophic level. See, it's very easy. Biomass is nothing but at each trophic level how many organisms are present at the particular space. So that we call as biomass. The productivity of pyramid shows the production or turnover in biomass. Ecological pyramid initiates with producer on the bottom such as green plant and proceed through the various trophic level such as herbivore that feed on plants, then carnivore that feed on herbivore, then carnivore that feed on carnivore, and so on. So this cycle will be followed, right? From the herbivore to the carnivore, from the carnivore to the again the top carnivore. So these will be like look up in the pyramid that is called ecological pyramid. The highest level is shown at the top of the chain. Yes, the top carnivore which be replaced at the top position, that will be the highest level in this ecological pyramid. An ecological pyramid of biomass represents the relationship between biomass and the trophic level by quantifying the biomass present at each trophic level of an ecological community at a particular time. So what is this ecological pyramid of biomass? Yes, so there will be the interaction and there will be the relationship between the biomass and the trophic level is known as ecological pyramid of biomass. It is a graphical representation of biomass present in per unit area in different trophic level. Flow of energy through the food chain will be in predictable way. entering at the base of the food chain by photosynthesis in primary producer and then moving up the food chain to the higher trophic levels. So here we're going to study about the types of pyramid. Yes, so already we were gone through this. So what is this? A type of pyramid? It includes pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, pyramid of energy or productivity. So please have a look about this diagrammatic representation of pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, pyramid of energy and pyramid number of the three ecosystem. So please pause the video. So based on this slide, we're going to proceed the upcoming slides. So pause the video and have a look, have a detailed look. So that's very more important. Yes. First, I'm just going to take about the pyramid of numbers. A pyramid of numbers represents a population of trophical level has a total number of individuals of different species present at each trophic level. It may be upright and or it completely inverted depending upon count of individual present and so on. See, here we're going to study about the upright and inverted concept in pyramid of numbers. So this will be followed in pyramid of energy and pyramid of biomass. The pyramid of numbers does not completely define the trophic structure for an ecosystem, as it is very tough to count all the organisms present there. So in this picture you can study about the pyramid of numbers. So please have a look. Yes. In this pyramid, the number of individuals decrease from lower level to higher trophic level. So please have a look about the diagrammatic humor, pyramid of number. We're going to study about the particular representation. So this will be the example of pyramid of number of grassland ecosystem and pond ecosystem. In grassland ecosystem, at base there will be the lowest trophic level grass. It presents in plentiful amount. The next higher trophic level is primary consumer, that is herbivore, that is example for grasshopper. The number count of grasshopper is less than that of grass. The next energy level is primarily carnivore, example will be rat. The number of rats are less than grasshopper because they feed on grasshopper. The higher next level, that is the higher trophic level, is secondary carnivore, example snakes, they feed on rat. The next higher trophic level is the top carnivore, example hog. As we reach each higher trophic level, the number of individuals decreases from lower to higher trophic level. So this will be the concept behind the pyramid of number, where the upright concept of grassland ecosystem. Pyramid of number, that is, we're going to study about the inverted one. So here in inverted one, we're going to discuss about the tree ecosystem. In this type of pyramid, the number of individuals is increased from lower level to the higher trophic level. So example is a tree ecosystem. So what will be the advantages and disadvantages of pyramid of number? Advantages. Simple method of giving an overview. Good for comparing changes to the ecosystem at different time. Yes. Now we're going to discuss about the disadvantages. Number of specific species may be too great to measure accurately. It does not take into account juvenile or immature forms. All organisms are included regardless of size. So this will be the advantage and disadvantage of pyramid of numbers. Pyramid of biomass. So it's one of the type of ecological pyramid. Pyramid of biomass represents the total dry weight of organism. It is usually determined by collecting all organisms, invading each trophic level separately and measuring their dry weight. This will serve to solve the size difference problem because all kind of organisms at a trophic level are weighted. The unit of measurement of biomass is gram per meter square. The biomass of a species is expressed in terms of fresh or dry weight. So please observe this picture. So the pyramid of biomass is upright. The pyramid of biomass on land contains a large base of primary producer with a lesser trophic level present on top. The biomass of producer termed as autotroph is at the maximum trophic level. The biomass of next trophic level from base, that is the primary consumer, is less than the producer. The biomass of the next higher trophic level, that is the secondary consumer, is less than the primary consumer. The top one, that is the high trophic level, consists very less amount of biomass. On the other hand, in many aquatic ecosystems, the pyramid of biomass may be present in an inverted form, whereas pyramid of number for aquatic ecosystem is upright. Next, we're going to discuss about the pyramid of energy. So this will be the third type of ecological pyramid. The pyramid of energy represents the flow of energy from lower trophic level to higher trophic level. During the flow of energy from one organism to other, there is remarkable loss of energy. So this loss of energy is in the form of heat. The primary producer, like the autotroph, contain more amount of energy available. The least energy is available in the tertiary consumer. Thus, shorter food chain has more amount of energy available even at the highest trophic level. An energy pyramid is regarded more suitable to compare the functional role of the trophic level in an ecosystem. Students, pause the video and observe this slide. So this slide represents the pyramid of energy example. It starts with the primary producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer and tertiary consumer. How the energy is getting transferred and how the energy is getting liberated. So we're going to study in this slide. For example, pyramid of energy. Pyramid of energy. So this will be the energy flow, right? Yes. So have a look upon the slide. So green plants utilize only a small portion of that absorbed energy, out of which the plant uses up some for respiration, and of 1000 calories, only 100 calories are stored as energy-rich materials. That is the 10% law which indicates. Now, suppose an animal eats a plant containing 100 calories of food energy. That animal uses some of it for his own metabolism and stores only 10 calories as food energy. A lion that eats that animal gets an even smaller amount of energy. Thus, usable energy decreases while passing from sunlight to the producer, to the herbivore, to the carnivore. Therefore, the energy pyramid will always be upright. So here we are going to study about the upright one. Yes, why? Because the energy concept will be on upright concept. That is, there will be the transmitting of energy from the sunlight to the producer, producer to the herbivore, herbivore to the carnivore, and carnivore to the top carnivore. So these we studied under pyramid of energy. Students, in ecology, the trophic level in position that an organism occupies in a food chain, what it eats and what eats it. So this will be the concept we studied under this video. Thank you.